Choose your
If you
hero.
take a look at these 10 heroes, I can say that from minute 10 so on, it's gonna be a World War 3.
I mean, there's
single
definitely
heroes.
potential, but also Cignal have a lot of tower hitting between those two last picks, so they might just get tempted to split push. Also, you are playing that Prophet to support, and I can't stress this enough. While Prophet support does have its place, it doesn't have a place when it falls behind. It just falls back to split pushing, right? It's not a hero that can fight if his team is behind. He will just spend most of the game role-playing anti-mage when he just got a Battle Fury.
Yeah, I like that point that you point out that he's not a hero that good from playing from behind. Alright, before we go into the game, let me do some big announcement for you guys. For Ray Gaming, WePlay Bukovel Minor is sponsored by global leading esports, odds maker and data provider. Ray Gaming Esports, feel free to visit the raygaming.com for more and latest Dota 2 matches. For you guys, we invite you to join the Winter Tail SFM contest and win 5,000 USD. Just create an interesting video with all the winter magic that could be found in Dota 2 and send it to WePlay Esports on Twitter to join the contest. Thank you so much, everyone, and don't forget to check out gozu.ai for some interesting stats and information that can make your MMR skyrocket to the sky. Thank you very much, and this is game number 2 of the grand finals of Bukovel Minor.
And it should be an interesting one. I feel like Cignal need to prioritize shutting down the sanking lane more than anything else. I just feel like Cuckoo will be the bridge for this lineup. If he gets that good veil timing I was talking about, Gyrocopter will always want to be present in the early fights. And also the supports will have a high impact. So hopefully Cignal have identified that as well, and they just try and make sure he can't lane. They could even start with tri-lane top, because Sanking is the type of hero that can get pummeled a little bit by that. I also like that they pick the Gyrocopter so fluidly into the lineup, and then they pick the hero that it counters the best, because they know that there's no need for a Sanking in the side of Signal's lineup, as they already have the Legion Commander.
Alright, Killer Pigeon, we are in the game. We're going to do some quick intro who play who in this game. For Cignal still on the Radiant side, Jamesy on Razor, Ares on Ninja Prophet, Nando and Leshrac, Grims on Elder Titan, Van on Legion Commander.
Oh, well, do the intros quick because something's happening. Cuckoo on the Sand King will be spawned by Zephyr on the Rubik. The mid lane, you have Rio, you're trying to farm up on that drown. The top lane's a combo of Dubu's Undying and Raven's Gyro. Look at Ares, by the way. The cheeky sniping. Look where he is.
Oh.
He's not a dire hero this game. He's decided to do the classic chorus sniping. Only this is the dream. Look at all the poor little animals. All right, do you know what this is? This is the chickens in the roost, and the fox is about to get in.
Oh my god, I saw him already. That's spooky.
He sees it, right? He's rubbing his hands together. He's like, oh boy, who's gonna buy their items first?
That's spooky. They didn't even notice about this. Geek them.
Yeah, he'll kill 2 of them before they notice. Because if they get out to like here, they move so slow that he can just go forward.
Do you think he know which one belongs to which hero?
That's the problem, right? He's intensely clicking these chorus right now to see who buys an item first. Okay, no.
There we go. Oh, he did. Oh, what? What? The heck is going on there?
He cut the wrong tree. He needed to cut. You see this tree right here, Cyclops? This is the one you cut. You come out there and you kill. But instead, he cuts this tree, reveals himself to the courier, and he's in range of the fountain.
Dyer's courier.
That could have been the biggest brain play. And I mean, okay, he gets in. He does snipe the Oya still. But he should have had like 3 couriers there.
I think we have to keep an eye on this guy, the Prophet. Every single steps, every single move that he go is gold right now.
I wouldn't call that first move gold, to be honest with you. He could have sniped 3 couriers, right? Because you notice he waited for the bounties to spawn. He was waiting for the horn to blow, so they were all distracted by the runes. And he would have sniped 2, maybe 3 couriers if he'd done that right.
Alright, Cuckoo trying to drag the green wave back to the tower on farm. And the Nando.
Cuckoo needs to get it the hell out quicker than this.
He turned himself into the support, it seems. Oh, sorry.
It's just because someone has to pull through.
I kind of confused the wrong side.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the you have to pull through, and Rubik can't do it. Rubik would die if he tried to pull through there, even with the boots.
Okay.
It's
What
not a very
about top
beefy hero in
lane?
comparison.
It's the Nair Prophet and Legion Commander versus Undying, and Gyrocopter seems to be a good lane for Gyro Undying right here. Double keeps spamming his decay.
Yeah, but you're against the Nation's Prophet. This is kind of the variable factor. Is this hero would harass you, teleport back,
Radiant's
return,
bottom tower
and
is under
basically
attack.
out-sustain you, which is Undying's worst nightmare. Like, look at him. He's already out of mana. He has got mangoes, but he's going to lose those mangoes quickly.
Rims.
He's barely put a dent in the regen, actually, as well. This is where the Undying pick can backfire, right? Because you decay, and then tangos have even higher value. You have to decay and then harass, otherwise it does nothing.
Hey. Be careful, be careful.
Yeah, they won't die.
So ripped. Last second in order to save himself. Go low. There is trying to go in. He might try. Yeah. Just drag the creep wave back to the tower in order to farm.
Yeah, you did just force the Undying to TV back, and you still have that ward. You'll notice here. Okay, so he's revealed. He will get the D ward down, but now they know he's not in the lane, so they can pressure the gyro out. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Cuckoo is not doing too well to start off on CS so far here. He's definitely suffering against Leshrac, who is already level 3, and Cuckoo, yeah, there you go. He has to Barrow Strike to escape every time.
Just need to get levels, that's all.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is Leshrac alone on the lane as well. Like, there's 2 versus 1 here, and Leshrac is just getting away with this.
Alright. Seems like Cignal is just gonna put more pressure on top. Using his Treant. Force that Raven away.
Yeah, Zeph is really hesitant to be aggressive in the bot lane because he realizes at any moment Aris could arrive, and Aris is...
Oh wait, Aris trying to find some career right here, and it seems like Ryoya was so prepared for that. He using the frozen arrow, shooting on him, Aris. Can he get away? He's just gonna... But is it too late?
He's so lucky.
Yeah. Back to top.
That was unnecessarily close. He was trying to just strip as much time off the lane as he could. Maybe let James get a bigger advantage. Because if you look at it right now, it's 19-12, 9-3. Ryoya is getting stomped in this mid lane. Let's see. If I'm looking at this right now, I'm trying to think if I'm Geek fam, because I am falling behind the CS, where can I start to make plays? I feel like you should be trying to rotate on bot and just enable Cuckoo. I think Cuckoo is a bigger factor in you winning this game than Gyro's lane right now. Like, Gyro can recover in the jungle. This Sand King, you want out on the map making plays as quickly as possible.
Bring up Basilius already for Cuckoo on the way to the view. Yeah, just like you say, the view is really a key, so the rest of his teammates can join the fight.
It's a pretty potent
Dyer's
item.
courier has been
It's hard
killed.
to justify. Like, they made the build up hard, so most heroes don't want to do it. But you have to remember it now increases damage from spells.
One more kill on the career.
One shot. It's just profit. You're gonna see a lot of these in this game, Cyclops.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think he called that on the out again. So Ryoya, I think he did pick up his Brave Fans. Like, you need to snipe these couriers before they reach the owners. Otherwise, it's cute, but it's not impactful.
Keep on right-clicking, harassing that double, trying to harass his fan.
Dubu, he's getting to a point where it's like awkward to try and sustain himself. Like, he has the soul rip, but they don't care anymore. Like, Aris can continue to just harass him out solo.
1000 HP for the double is really annoying. Walking around, acting like he's almost dead.
So far, he's done his job well because Raven has 28 last hits, 14 denies. He's feeling pretty confident about the start of this game. Like I said, like, Gyro should be relatively fine now, though. This is the window where you should maybe try and make a rotation bot before the Legion reaches 6 and you have to be on the lane at all times.
Yeah. Alright, bottom lane.
Mid Rio, you're barely getting out. As you see all the way back to base. Razor is completely stomping him in this lane.
It's quite scary, yeah.
Is a concern. Yeah. Like, Razor is the hero you expect to have a good time, but Drow is the type of hero you're like, well, you can always just go jungle. You should be able to keep up and farm relatively well.
True. I
so
think
hopefully you can
Razor
translate.
and Drow is, yeah. On top, Ares coming from the sideway. trying to lock that Raven down, and for that Alcio to attack, but Raven falls back. On the way to the face boot.
Yeah, he just knows that he doesn't want to be involved too soon. He's getting easy CS. Like I said, it's a rotation towards Kuku they need to focus on. Whereas for Cignal, I would like to see them try and just connect with mid lane to get easy kills on Drow. With the Prophet arriving at any stage when you begin an initiation, Rio can easily die. Like, Drow doesn't have any way of protecting herself. She does have TP, but she's a little bit too late. She'll easily die.
Another courier killed by that Native Prophet. This is gonna slow down a lot of financial status of team Geek from. And
Prophet
also cost them
the
worrying all the time.
Sure, they have ward control though, so this shouldn't really be happening now. If you're the Prophet and you want to keep doing this, you need to renew the wards. If you look at Vision on the map right now, because he makes these snipes, immediately it becomes predictable and known where his wards are. So he gets like one courier and then they de-ward him. All in all, you're not too bad for that because, well, Ryoyo is up to 3 race bans now. He's sustained. Yeah. You've got enough regen on this Raven that he's not pressured on the gyro. It just feels like, once again, this is turned into one of the situations where sniping couriers is cute, but because you're not getting them on the out, you're getting them on the return, you don't get value there, and you just give over your team's observers. This is like your classic pub Prophet that takes all the wards and then loses them immediately.
Oh my god.
Like here, if he could actually get in there,
coming in once again,
has been killed.
Trying to
a bit too slow. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now I place the ward, and great. Maybe you get a courier on the return, but you're not gonna get it on the out again.
Oh, next thing I know, Kuku already level 6. That's not bad. But look at the top lane. Legion Commander. First blood finally came out. Raven.
That was close. He almost made his escape.
Really
I think that's like 5 damage.
And it seems like Safer coming in a bit too deep. He's gonna be the foot of that Razor. Got him.
James, you're like, well, if I can't kill a Drow, I can definitely kill the Rubik. Because Drow has just told his teammate, I don't want the lane anymore. Like, I just want to farm jungle. There's no point me being there. Someone has to soak XP. And Razor is one of the heroes that rubs his hands when he sees a slow-moving support come to his lane. More bot, they're also applying pressure as Nando has cut the creep wave. Kuku should be fine to farm under the tower though.
Coming in once again, killing another courier because of the obstacle ward.
Okay, but Dubu, he was smart there. He ran straight towards it, so he picked up his items before it got killed. It could have been worse, especially considering Aris got out. Like, that's the frustration for them. Another courier won't be sniped on the return as they knew
Raven was so low, he will be farmed by Aris. Can he lock him? A Sprout comes out, but a Soul Rip can heal him. Raven.
You still have your tangos. You sometimes get tempted to...
Wait, look at the fight in the middle lane. The gold team did the doubling edict. That's a lot of damage coming out by that Cignal. Rhea, double kill for Nando. Wow, I didn't even see that one coming. Jameson coming in once again, and he's gonna kill Dubu. What is exactly happened to Team Geek Fam? Seems like the whole lineup being destroyed by the harass of the Native Prophet.
That was a good move by Nando. I was wondering if he was going to try towards the mid tower. I think he actually wanted to force them out of lane and just take their tier 1. So Geek Fam, they do defend it, but it is a costly defense because they do lose 3 heroes. And they only get 1 in return, which is the Razor. Nando's just kind of cackling, rubbing his hands together, enjoying himself right now as he's off the network.
Before he finished it, he getting Burrow Strike. And Raven is on the killing spree. That's not a good news.
That kill, you should expect that to happen. You're being extremely greedy, but he's weighing up the risk reward, right? Like, if you can capture the outpost, it's a huge pain for Geek Fam. Because if you look top, they'd already taken the outpost, but he knows it's risky because he has 2 members of Cignal pushing the tier 1 top. So it's just obvious at that stage the Geek Fam are going to respond bot. And they
right
just let
now,
it happen.
yeah, somebody teleport down to the bottom. It's Cignal streams.
Yep, they want to defend this. And Geek Fam are so invested now, they might not expect this.
Coming out from the tree line is Van.
Oh,
that's not a good place to land for the Native Prophet. He's the first one who goes down. That is the dominating kill for the Gyrocopter. Denied Legion Commander.
Yeah, that was an ambitious TP. His ET was too far out of position. He couldn't set up a stomp, so you shouldn't really be going in at this stage. Also, Cuckoo has that Veil now. You should respect this Veil. It's a lot of damage that comes out from the Gyro and Sand King.
And the way that he farmed on top lane for Raven just now is really satisfied to see, killing all the creeps. And right now he has 500, almost 600 gold in his pocket on the way to a Black King bar, holding a drum already. In the middle lane, there's some hunt going on with Jamesy diving in. Static Link gained a lot of damage, but he decided not to go for more. Burrow strike, out of range.
Oh, Reese did get the Jimson. He's happy with that.
Yeah, fighting.
Still want to get this tier 1. So
around the try, Nando got him. Reya goes down finally. Bukovel with the Burrow strike, sending up the Sandstorm. Telekinesis trying to drag them all back to the mid tier 1 tower. They're moving in. Fade Bow in order to increase the attack damage, but still being chopped down by that Van. Raven with the mega kills, but they also lost 2.
Yeah, they're trading kills more or less, and the big thing to highlight here is despite all the efforts of Cignal to try and get this tier 1 tower, it's still in half health. So if you're Geek fam, you're okay with this because you're actually keeping the easy access to your jungle out of control of Cignal, right? Like once this tier 1 in the mid falls, it opens up routes through the mid without clear vision for Geek fam to defend themselves.
Heal Scepter in order to set the kills up, coming down and then split Earth. The Edic. Oh man, but
next one.
One hit.
One more hit.
Oh, Plasma Field. Got it? Yeah, they can. And here comes another duel. It's not looking good for Team Geek fam. Down for 2, and they're gonna lose this mid tier 1 tower too.
Yeah, Reese isn't even here helping. Reese is busy trying to snipe more chorus.
Plasma Field. Buko tanking around the tower. Trying to find a way to defend this one, but there will be no way. You want to go in? Then 3 has been popped. And here comes the call down. Burrow strike, Soul Rip healing himself. That's a powerful heal. Burrow strike, very nice setup. Dominating streak ended by Raven. They might pushing forward, but look at that Razor. Razor down because of the Fade Bow too. Safer coming in just in time.
Yeah, they were waiting. They were lingering around the side because Cuckoo had Veil available again. Once he sticks that on, Razor realizes he's going to die. He just tries to back away, but good TP out from Zephyr to cover the escape route. Geek fam heavily invested in the defense of that tier 1. And you can see how desperate they want to fight, but their Drow getting picked off so easily is hurting them every time. And you can already see she's queued up the 4-staff as her first item. Really understanding that the problem here is him dying enables just any sort of dive for Cignal.
Yeah, get 4-staff, get it up to Hurricane Pike, a Black King bar and all those stuff. Could be cool.
But he knows also this isn't his game, and that's why the 4-staff's even more important. Like, he's a liability to his team right now, so he needs a defensive item. Meanwhile, Cuckoo almost has his Blink Dagger, and that's when Geek fam should be able to just take these fights. Positioning won't be a problem anymore, especially with Gyro going for BKB next.
Side Safer gonna get caught. That was quite easy, but he still managed to buy some time. Cignal, 9-9 game score. Who's gonna get the first 10 kills, guys? Plasma Field comes out. It might be first 10 kills to Cuckoo. Oh, who got it? Not sure.
So James, he got the kill on Cuckoo first. But Cuckoo made sure he took someone with him. The problem is they've just surrendered both outposts and they don't have the heroes to defend them.
Now at the bottom lane, they're moving in. Seems like the fight is all over the map. So Rip heal on himself. He turned on the tune. Waiting for his reinforcement. Rubik teleported down. But isn't it too far away? Grim, can I catch that Grim? Frozen Arrow, easy. Fade Bow from long range.
You're fine with that. You secured both outposts on the side of Cignal, so sacrificing a hero or 2 to strip the XP away from Geek fam and slow them down is good. Now, if you look at the net worth, Gyro is sitting on an island lonely. He is top of the net worth, but then the next 3 heroes all belong to Cignal. And these are the type of heroes that you can use the net worth quickly. So you're seeing the Yules already out on Nando. Fan is going towards that Blink Dagger next. They have the Pipe to defend against the Veil. And also BKB being targeted up next by Jamesy.
Take a look at the items update right here. Look by yourself. Keen Optic on Jamesy. And Elixir.
Yeah.
Elixir.
Yeah, the clumsy net is actually bad. Because I think if you clumsy net, the auto attacks still occur through the static link. I haven't tested that. But in theory it should because it's like a forced attack. Worst case scenario, you just give it to your Prophet, right? And he has Sprout, and then they get out and he clumsy nets, and it's still really good. Like, what's the Prophet want to do in that fight, right? He's like, I'm going to stand here for 2 seconds because it hurts you more to stand here for 2 seconds. Like, you wish you were a Sand King with the net right now.
Radiant's
Actually,
middle tower
like, Geek
is
Farm
under attack.
probably a little bit jelly about that item. Actually, wait, did they get one too? No, they didn't. They got the Impulse though, which is pretty good on either the Drow or the Gyrocopter.
All right, man.
Radiant's top
Doable.
tower is under attack.
Grouping up, trying to make something happen on the bottom lane. Running out of mana for Cignal ban. Yeah, Legion Commander. Grimm's on Invisible. Providing
Everest
some
dead.
vision.
He went for Courier Snipes again. Failed. Grimm's is not quick enough.
Died.
He needs to throw out the Spirit and Stomp right now, but Raven is too quick and he'll be able to move in time. So they realize the kill won't happen. And they don't want it anymore as well, because once they realize that Reese is sniped out like he was, there's not going to be a profit, so you know you're going to be outnumbered. Both sides playing on opposite sides of the map. And
So,
around
what
18 or
is
19
the
minute mark.
what is the milestone
Okay.
right now for Team Geek Fam? They have to do this some certain objective and then push, right?
Yeah, so the next big power spike is going to be around the outpost. Around 18 and a half minutes. Expect one team to rotate, and they might mirror each other. If there isn't a pick off at that point, they'll mirror each other's movements. You'll see Geek Fan move top that outpost, and then Cignal move bot for the alternative. Especially seeing as Cignal should be invested in this bot push, as there's still a tier 1 tower down here for Geek Fam. That is where I think you might see a fight, though, because Geek Fam, they have two means to teleport there, right? You teleport someone to outpost, someone to the tower, and you can fight. Also, the BKB is almost ready, so I expect the 20-minute outpost to be the next big fight.
All right. I am counting down to that one. It's gonna be a next big fight for sure. But right now, Team Geek Fam pushing out the bottom lane, trying to keep the pressure on Cignal side on the bottom.
Dire's top tower
And
is under
Dubu
attack.
teleported back.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I
under
also like
attack.
that Cuckoo's getting his hands on the boost of travel, because your boost of travel, you can actually TP at the regular rate towards outposts. It's not the long TPs, which is pretty busted when you think about it. So yeah, getting in on an outpost at like 3 seconds as opposed to 7. Yeah, I'll take that any day.
Regeneration.
Back to the farming phase a bit. Cignal.
Yeah,
And
I'm just looking
Geek
at the
Fam.
items. The Prophet is going for an Orchid, and you're like, ah man, Ares is going to be great in this next fight. Sure for the Sand King, but you won't be able to lock down the Gyro. He has BKB now. This is definitely target the Sand King. If you can
Dire's
preemptively
turret
strike,
has been
it's
killed.
very good. Ares won't get out, however.
Oh, okay. Back to
He
it.
preemptively striked on a Courier.
He's not gonna get away from that epicenter.
No.
All the things that secure this Ares.
You lack
I don't know if they needed the Epi, but better safe than sorry. They only got the Sprout, though. They couldn't get their hands on the teleport. Zephyr would be so over the moon if he got the teleport still there.
Right.
But last. Smoke
BK.
movement, Signal. They
Yeah,
want to
come
play.
on.
They have their BKB on Jamesy.
We're gonna go in first. And which is the target? Or whoever. Oh, they see Dubu. I think they duel Dubu. Get
Yeah.
some bonus damage from the duel. That's what I'm talking about. Very easy. One kill. Now they're trying to get that Raven. Raven comes in, that comes out from Ares, I believe. And now here we go, turn on the Black King bar, lock everyone down in the call down. But also Razor got a BKB, so 0 damage has been done to that. Buko jumping
Reese
in,
is wasting
into
time.
3 line, turn on the Sandstorm, waiting for his Burrow Strike, but Cuckoo is half HP already. I'm not sure why is he doing that. Ares die as usual.
They were desperately trying to find a pickoff so they could take a 4-4 engagement, because they didn't have any buyback on Dubu. That was the big weakness of them there, is that they couldn't outnumber their opponents.
Blinking
nicely
in Burrow
played by
Strike,
Cignal.
maybe? Blinking Burrow Strike on the Legion Commander, waiting for the support, waiting for the follow-up. Here we go, Legion Commander. Next one who melted down, and it's gonna be the track for sure. He buying time for himself using the U-Scepter.
I'm not really sure what that was from Nando. Like, the van kill is inevitability at that point. You don't have your BKB to re-engage with Jamesy, and you have vision. You have outposts. You just walk in the tree line and TP out.
Field Discourse
Very
already comes
positive.
out, and they found Ares once again. It seems like he spent more time in graveyard than in a battlefield.
I think he spent more time dead than the Couriers combined at this stage.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The Couriers are still winning, but the score is very close at this stage. He's almost been dead longer than Couriers. That's not a good place to be as a Prophet in this game.
Yeah.
And you're going for this Orchid, so you want to be maximum impact. You're full in on the fight. So if this doesn't pay off instantly, this is going to be a very underwhelming Prophet.
Oh, Razor with a clumsy net with the BKB and the drum that only has 1 shot left. Yep.
Going towards the
Gems.
Ashe next, trying to cap out that movement speed so he can chase people down. Most importantly, stay next to the Drow. However, she has got her Dragon Lance, I believe. Yeah, that is going to be the Hurricane Pike cleared, so she'll always be able to break static link.
This is not good, man. I mean, if Geek Fam get this game and they coming up as 2-0, we got a high chance to see a 3-0 base of 5, which is I don't want that at all. You know, as a commentator, we always want to see 5 games grand final.
Damn right. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves as Black Ops. This is still game 2. You know, Geek Fam, they are starting to pull it back a little bit. Cignal still do have a slight lead, and they do have some power spikes as the BKB is now.
But in the mid game, can Cignal fight 5v5 against Geek Fam?
Once Jara has like 3 or 4 items, it's concerning, but before that, sure. And they do have a big power spike. Last time they only fought with one power spike, which is the BKB on Jamesy. This time they have a Blink Dagger on Van, and now they have the BKB on Nando. So they can find a big fight. This would be huge. However, they might just have to settle for Cuckoo. Not a bad choice though. I'm not sure if he's going to hang here longer though.
Hanging around here with the smoke pops out. Last now,
yeah, Geek Fam aren't playing top.
Yeah.
They actually might play top now because they scanned the pit. They thought that Cignal was trying to sneak Roche, but they're waiting for someone to show top.
Bottom tower is under
Mid.
attack.
Cool.
Right,
Oh, I was looking at the top, but look at this one first. Invisible rune, easy to set up. Use scepter. Wow, that is quite. And he's just gonna go for him. Kill the Raven. That was very nice, clean kill by Cignal, and they are showing sign of life. Love it.
Yep. Perfect pickoff as well. Gyro is the one dictating the control of the game for Geek Fam right now. Up at 11,000 net worth, that's the pickoff you really want. Now Van up $56 damage.
Going around, tanking, dump away.
Tower's gonna get deleted. This is the push bar. This is where Cignal is strong. When they get on a tower without any contest, they have trees, they've got the damage come out with the Guardbelt Edict, they delete the towers.
Really fast tower. Ria going push at the bottom lane.
Yeah. He needs it. The only problem I see here is you're up against the Legion, so blink duel, you're still in trouble. But he realizes that actually that works awkwardly for the Gyro as well, right? So if you don't make yourself a target of the Drow, Gyro gets dueled every engagement, and if it's preemptive, you can't react. Now instead, they're trying to react. They're smoked up. Geek Fam are coming out to play. No one is showing. They're all just backing up now. It's just a minute out until the outpost will give that boost of XP.
Yeah,
Geek Fam, they want to steal away signals.
Yeah. Catch him. They start the fight with Telekinesis back, and here they set up the tomb. All out, multi-shot. And killing spree for real, yeah.
Couldn't cast the spell.
Maybe they need one more?
I feel like Cignal would benefit a lot from 4-staff right now, actually. I kind of wish that the Reese had a 4-staff instead of an Orchid. Just because the save potential is good. Oh, even just like Grimm's get a little bit of space. He's close to a point where he could afford one. A 4-staff is really good against heroes like Drown in this game.
Up HP already, sending in the spirits in order to stop that taking Roshan.
Uh-oh. Well, Reese, he did snipe out the courier with a sentry on it, but they don't need a sentry if they see everything they need to profit.
Yeah. Really, really annoying. This Nature Prophet. Like, every time that he's sniping out the courier, he trades with his life.
Yeah, and look at his net worth. It's not a small kill. It's not like you're this 5 profit buying all the sentries and you have crap net worth. This is a guy who went for an Orchid. This is a guy who's targeting a Nullifier. This is a guy who somehow wants to have presence in a fight, despite always getting caught sniping couriers and also having a build that doesn't allow him to stay alive for more than 2 seconds.
Middle tower is under attack.
I would love to have seen something like, I don't know, just a few braces at least. Something to tank him up. Obviously, don't go for the pipe because your Legion already done that, but maybe something like a Crimson Guard, Guardian Greaves. You're not meant to be the damage as the Prophet in this game. You, if anything, should be some sort of sustain for your team.
Or maybe some Aura.
Yes, Aura is actually a good shot as well. He could be a Vlad's builder.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The problem with this Orchid is so late that BKBs will eventually be online.
Geek Fam rotate to the top lane, all of them. I think they're gonna see each other first. They see Grims. What are they gonna do with that? Wrong lane shooting.
Stare at him right now, I guess.
Jamesy stays in the lane, trying to act himself as a bait.
Yeah, Geek Fam are prepping. They can bring Ryoya in if need be, but he just wants to shove the lane and apply pressure elsewhere because Cuckoo makes this almost impossible to take. Has that Sandstorm
Radiant's
DPS
middle
talent,
tower
which you got
is under
15.
attack.
So any creeps come nearby, they just get the lead.
Let's just...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say you can feel the imminence that Cignal. They know they have to make a place in, because their heroes won't scale as well as Geek fam.
True.
Leshrac is great for Bone Slayer, but BKB screw him over.
Yeah.
The Razor is an anti-carry. He's not meant to carry super late himself. And Legion Commander, it's not like you've got 120 dual damage already. You haven't snowballed out of control. They need to start making plays soon. And Geek fam, they realize this, and that's why they're just giving space for Rio to farm.
Yeah, they
distract.
obviously more laid back for Geek fam, chill out, you know, farming some neutral items, get some levels and items that they want. I'm going to show you guys some levels because I believe that this is in the latest patch. Level is much more important than the gold.
I mean, levels have always been important. It's just we haven't noticed it because there hasn't, other than tomes, there was never really any big buffer. Like XP talents as well, but it doesn't seem like we notice an extreme as often, right? Now it's volatile on both sides, right? You can build a huge XP lead, but if you throw one fight, suddenly your opponents have accelerated their levels.
Ah,
as well.
yeah, true.
So I'd say it's like we notice it more because we're seeing more 25s more rapidly. But if you are in control of outposts for like say 3 or 4 consecutive 5-minute intervals, and then you lose one team fight, suddenly you look at your opponents like, how are they the same level as us? What just happened? It reminds me of the gold comeback mechanics, right? You remember those days where they were really overpowered at like Spectre every game? It's like if he just wins one
I
fight,
feel like 7.22 have more like stronger comeback mechanics than this patch.
Really? I don't know. 7.23, like, comebacks are harder, but they also hit harder, right? It's like, it's more instant. It reminds me a bit of Turbo, right? Where Turbo, compared to normal Dota, you can make, like, a third of the mistakes before you lose the game. Whereas in normal Dota, maybe it takes 2 or 3 fights, and there might be a fight now.
I think they have some plan, they are up to something. I think they see somebody stays inside the tree line, they are thinking at it. Buko, getting ready. Who definitely gonna be the one who just jump in first, doing some burrow strike, get 2 if he lucky enough.
Yeah, there's BKBs at play here that you need to be.
They all stays in the tree line. This is some weird situations. Gold team started out the fight first on the Legion Commander. A silence on him. Telekinesis. They're trying to lock down the Legion Commander. They throw down the call down, shooting on him. Multi-shot dealing a decent damage, but however, JMC breaks through. Now he reached the Drow Ranger and he's killing everyone with a storm. Forced up himself back, bought back, and look at that! Epicenter perfect landing by that Cuckoo.
Perfectly done right there. Like, it's not the cleanest fight, but considering their initiation, Cuckoo's turnaround is what I'm talking about perfect. That was... Shanking could have done more in that situation to carry his team to evening up the fight, because when you look at the start of that fight, their obsession with Legion seems a bit over the top. But you have to remember, this is the hero who does not have protection. He does not have BKB. So if you snipe him out, you have a numerical advantage you can push. But they become so obsessed with it. You see Ryoya, he gets to the point where he's trying to just poke and pry. It's like one more hit, but sapping his damage the entire time is that Razor. I think if they focus the Razor straight away, they kill him even in BKB, and then it's an easier fight.
You can...
Yeah.
Even on a BKB?
Yeah, he was down to half HP in that fight at that point, and Drow hadn't even tried to hit him once. And if you looked at the damage that Drow put out onto Van to start with, like the multi-shot, once you're done with the multi-shot, you should start hitting the Razor straight away. The Gyro is trying to do that for you.
I feel like Drow is so scared of the Razor, if you can see, you know. Once he was connected with a static link, he started to run. He didn't even care about the teammate. He just, hey man, just run first. Out of here.
Yeah, it's what would we call it? A PTLD, post-traumatic laning disorder. He's completely shook up from the start he had, and now he's reluctant to make plays. Like, he's still the poorest core on his team, but you know, you shouldn't underestimate your impact here. He's got some decent neutral items as well. Like, you don't have to commit the Gust and commit hard to start with. Now that you have the Mindbreaker on him, he can just poke, silence the hero for 4 seconds, and then save the Gust for a knockback follow-up.
Woo! 1k ahead still. Take a look at some items update. I'm going to show you guys right here. Keep on going, my man.
I was just going to say, like, you're in a scenario where as these BKBs get shorter, I feel like it signals advantage because they have this core Leshrac compared to the core Sanking. Sanking is good for the initiation, but if Leshrac's allowed to exist in the fight for a longer period of time...
Man, get caught at the bottom lane, jumping in with the Burrow Strike. That was quick, clean kill. for that
it's much
Raven.
quicker when you let Cuckoo initiate, right? Compared to Drow just hitting you from afar, where the Legion got tickled.
Feels like Cuckoo playing this game with full confidence with the Sand King. I haven't seen him play Sand King for a while.
Yeah, it's Cuckoo going Cuckoo. It is the Cuckoo show. And with that kill, they could secure Roche. Like, Geek Farm are at a stage where they take it relatively quickly.
And
especially if the Drow stands near the gyro. Like, that's the big one. Watch how quickly this will happen. Come on, Drow. Come on. Be the Laura. That's all we want you for.
The rest of the team are just patrol outside of the Roshan pit. Cuckoo make sure that whenever someone comes near, he's gonna go in and start the fight right away. This is just gonna give Team Geek Fam at least one tower. Sure.
And Cignal know this is going on. They're entirely aware.
Catching? Yeah, they got that Razor, but where is the support?
BKB.
Here, Telekinesis back, waiting for the Razor. Raven going in. He's moving in with the Aegis so he can fight till he's dead.
Yeah, he had to BKB to get out. I'm surprised he even waited that long because there was no way he was going to casually walk away from that. But it doesn't end up with him dying, as they don't have any means to get through Magic Immunity right now. And probably never will. I don't see any.
Wow! Look at that! They got Nando at the bottom lane, and here we go. He turned into BKB. No more teleport. Running out BKB soon. We're gonna get another barrel strike real quick. Coming in, Cuckoo. Tenacious play by Cuckoo. And now they're just pushing in for that Razor. A big mistake made by that Nando, it seems. He died, but Gyrocopter gonna come back full HP, full mana. Then the Prophet trying to shoot in the tree line. Now he being found. He gonna stay alive for a while because of the Hain. We got that Ares.
Sorry, I just want to give a round of applause because despite he still dies and they don't do anything with it, Ares remembered to use Helm of Undying in this game. So well done.
I give him one more.
This is gonna be a rat, I think.
Alright. Well, we gotta give the credit to Cuckoo. He got a sharp eye. He see the target. He goes in precisely. Once again, precisely. Burrow strike. Telekinesis back, trying to set up for that Razor. Razor?
That's a beautiful sleep. That's 5 people napping right now.
Now they didn't even care. They're just gonna go for the tower. They got a tower. They're gonna fall back to the shrine, shut down the map control, and try to hold the game.
And by the way, that stun that they threw out on Leshrac might seem a little bit overkill, but if Leshrac gets a stun out there, you probably lose heroes. So it was fine that Cuckoo Burrow striked immediately. I think it's the right play. And it made it much easier. And you can already see the impact that this Nature's Prophet is lacking, right? He went for a fighty build, and his lineup is behind. Prophets don't play in the support role from behind. In fact, they struggle even in the core role from behind. That's why you saw people trying to innovate this hero when they played it in the offlane, like last year. Start building things like Crimson Guard, Pipe, just being the aura carrier because they're like, I'm a glass cannon, I'm very easy to find. Sure, I can teleport anywhere, but when I'm against heroes like Sand King and Rubik, do I really want to teleport to the other side of the fight? Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be there.
Oh my god. Well, so many assists for Cuckoo. He killed 5, died only once. What a game for him. And he got 5.2k in the puck.
He's almost level 25 as well. It's going to be interesting to see what he takes because I think the health regen is better in this game. Like, the slow and blind, I don't even know if you need it on the Sandstorm. They die so quickly when they don't have a BKB. So hopefully, he just takes the health regen and becomes an unkillable beast. Because no one on this team... Like, look at Cignal. No one is going to be a Spirit Vessel in this game.
No.
It's a big problem, actually.
Report back to...
Because they didn't.
Stay behind the tower. Now let's take a look at this one first.
The outpost is going to be taken. They can't defend it.
Cuckoo will be that Burrow strike was hit. They all sleep. Time to go in.
That's gonna highlight is like they don't have a Lotus Orb on Sand King. They don't need it because the way that you've itemized the Cignal means there's no real threat. Even with this, even with the Orchid plus the Nullifier, like I said, it doesn't matter because it's not a hero that just dies in 3 hits. I mean, he might get them out, but he'll probably be dead and in the state of Helm of the Undying when he uses it. So, if I was Cignal right now, you need to try and make some sort of smoke play, find a pick off.
But try to reach the Geek Fam backline, maybe get the Draw Ranger out first or what? Or maybe because if you take a look at all the heroes of Team Geek Fam, they are so hard to kill.
You need to try and catch them farming up lane. If you look at Geek Fam right now, they're split, very split. And if you smoke, you maybe connect them on these. Sand King will be high priority. Even getting a Rubik at this stage, late game Rubik, don't underrate it. He's a little bit tricky due to the spider legs, but you know he's going to be pushing out waves to because he has the boost to travel. Those are the heroes you need to focus on. Well, they need to take outposts first. They'll move top. Because remember, this is just another form of mobility on the map for Geek fam at all times while you don't capture.
Yeah. And right now, Geek fam, they're holding an Aegis. Oh, no more Aegis. Yeah, they're just trying to push. Get some objectives done.
They lost it in the fight bot. That was like the impact of Ares. It's like these items would have been a great reveal if it wasn't onto a gyro with a second life.
Some scan, they sees it. Here we go, the smoke. Just like you mentioned earlier, this might be a good fight for Team Cignal. We are waiting for it. They might see that safer. They started off with the plasma field. Everyone just popped the BKB, getting ready for the fight. Here comes the duel. They get rid of the Undying first without even dropping a tomb. No more tomb. This is not looking good. Undying bought back right away because, you know, he made a mistake. Now go for the JMC. Money come and go. But Cuckoo always come back with his Burrow Strike.
First, you have to earn it.
That was... I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. Burrow Strike on 3. Look at that. But no more follow-up.
No, he can blink in 4 seconds though. They could still lose a hero. Ares, he's panicking. He's trying to protect himself with the Orchid.
Scepter locked him down in Sprout. Actually locked himself down in Sprout. Trying to shut down the vision, but it doesn't matter. They kill him anyway.
Yes, the irony of Rubik's not lost here is that Sprout that was stolen set up a beautiful kill onto the Nature's Prophet, who doesn't have buyback. They know this because he committed it last time, 3.5 minutes ago. So this is at least a lane.
Oh my! 2 down, and they started to shooting on the barracks. This is going to be the first set of racks. I am not sure where they're going to advance. They might retreat after this.
They'll probably go mid and take the tier 2 after this because they know the Prophet is missing for 70 seconds. He can't be back. There you go. Sanking's already at the mid lane, ready to prep it. But that whole play is good ideas from Cignal, just too late. They had the idea way too late. Geek fam are on your high ground. They've set up together. You're not seeing anyone pushing out a lane solo, and you try and make that smoke play. It is too late at that point. You need to be more active. You can't wait for Geek fam to 5-man because you know they are stronger than you at this point.
And I'm just gonna go for him.
Radiant's middle tower has
40 seconds. They can at least get.
Go straight in. Oh, that was so close. Cuckoo almost got the target. They started shooting on the tower. Let's see how they're gonna stop this madness from Team Geek fam. They want to seal the deal. They want to seal the game and just take the lead 2-0. One step closer to the grand final champion. Turn the Black King bar. James Lee move forward. Duels already comes out. Who's gonna die first? Here comes the Earth Splitter. All the damage in the world. Just trying to kill the Gyrocopter. But look at the damage from the back line. That real free shooting from downtown. He goes. And now they fall back just a little bit because all of them were so low. Maledict comes out. BKB on Nando. Being blocked by his own teammate on the Sprout. And now setting up just a little bit. Here he goes. Earth Splitter. They get rid of the Realia. Can they get one, maybe tier 3 tower out of that?
It's going to be hard. The problem you've got now is that Drow does have buyback. You just had to use a very big buyback on Nando. So if you play too aggressive and he dies, that should just be the game. So Cignal, if they're going to make a move, they need to stay very close to the Shrek. He shouldn't be this far away on his own. Especially when you consider the boost of travel that Geek fam have in play. But a good pick off nonetheless. The sad part is that you start that fight with Van, locking down the Drow the entire time. He fails to actually get the duel win. He fails to even get a kill. And that buys enough time that you still get the tier 3 tower, half the health on the melee racks, and you don't find the Gyro. Raven is the big one to kill right now. Drow is just the enabler. Like, think of Raven as the big kind of, you know, roided up freak that's going to break you in the wrestling arena, and Drow Ranger is just the coach who's giving him the stims.
Yeah. Man, that Drow Ranger, the positioning just now, shooting from the low ground, it's just perfect, you know. And we gotta give the credit to the setup guy, Sand King.
Well, I'm also concerned because they didn't get the Sand King, right? You saw how close he was to dying. He still managed to escape, but barely. He was like 100 HP with that Burrow Strike out. And the problem that you now have as Cignal is you're forced in a situation where if you don't make a play for the next roast, which is going to be up in a minute and a half, then you put yourself in a scenario where if Nando dies, you're out this game. And on the other side, you didn't even push enough of the map to force Geek fam to buy back on Drow. That's a natural respawn.
That Sand King should have a new job as a wedding planner. So good at setting things up.
Yeah, Cuckoo has been pivotal to the success of Geek fam here. And he's proven, you know, why he is a highly admired and actually respected player.
Look at the assists. 19 assists already. Now here we go.
This has definitely been his game in a assistance to Raven so far.
They're just gonna go in.
The easiest lane.
I think so. Van jumping in, but he can't find anyone. What a reflect by that Cuckoo. Now they are in the middle of the fight, dealing with the damage from the flag cannon from that Raven. Come on, keep on chasing on them. But Cignal, I think they still got a chance though. But strike on. Let's track turn the BKB, and he's just gonna teleport back.
That was too close for comfort, actually. He almost died. Ryoyo was just a little bit out of range there. If he goes down there, they know they can't hold because he'd be dead for like 120 seconds at this stage. So, clutch escape. Did cost him his BKB, however. Luckily, he had the Bloodstone to help him out a little bit as well. But now you're in a situation where Roche is going to be up in 10 seconds and you no longer can contest them. They're going to need probably the high ground hold of their year to stop Geek Fan from taking their base after they get the hands on Roche.
Man, are there any way to come back in this game for Cignal Ultra? Maybe defend the high ground? But right now they are about to lose the Roshan too.
Yeah, they need to pick off Drow. This is the big problem, is finding Ryoyo now. And honestly, if I am Geek Fam, I'd probably give the Flicker over to Ryoyo so he can just randomly blink when he gets initiated on. Because if he stays alive, then Gyro just deletes everything. This is the Gyro show, and it's all about how you enable him. And so far, his cores do exactly that, and they do it perfectly.
So hard to find a way to come back, especially when you gotta deal with the Aces and the Keys next. Sieging on your tier 3 will be much harder to defend.
Well, they're gonna have to. The whole base is exposed at this stage. You can already see them shoving out bots, Cignal trying to buy a little bit of time across the map. But Geek Fan, they always have as much presence as is profit due to the boots of travels, right? They've got one on Cuckoo. They've also got one on Zephyr. So they can match his global presence. Big problem. And I'm wondering what Irisa's solution is. Like, he's got a BKB now, so at least he'll be able to use his items. But he's starting to function as a mini kind of like aura builder with the telescope neutral line being picked up. I just don't like this glass cannon build.
Hey man, are you ready?
I get that they need more damage.
Or not, the next big fight. Wow, the Lotus off the reflection stun, and there goes the setting up once again with the barrel strike. No way, him of Undying is gonna make him alive for a while. Turn the BKB, fighting in front, but Eri is going to be the next one who falls. They going straight for the Gyrocopter, but he can drain some HP back because of the Satanic. Look at that, Rocket Barrage, they all gonna die. There's no way you can stand the damage. Plus this guy's still holding at Aegis. No Nando for almost 2 minutes, man.
I mean, that magic lamp had absolutely no impact. You know, I know these guys aren't from the UK, but they just right there went for a cheeky Nando's. Like, I don't know why he's playing that far forward. The pickoff on Prophet as well. He is the Black King bar immediately after he goes into Hellbound dying state because he has no buyback. That is a screw up moment, and he knows it's over. Then he does get buyback, and suddenly no magic immunity, so he can't even hold or help his team. This is going to be mega creeps.
This is not looking good for Team Cignal at all. If they lose this game, it's going to be 2-0. And that will put a lot of pressure in the next game for Team Cignal.
Geek Fan, they can finish now, or they can just go back, because you just mega creep them. They're going to keep going, though. No Lishrak for 70 seconds. You don't pass up this opportunity. This is where you just finish the game. They need the best Earth Splitter I would have seen all year from ET to win this.
Yeah, no Nando. They're gonna lack a lot of damage from the Diabolic Headache. Also the Pulse Nova.
Raven just has, like, all they have to do is sit behind Raven.
Burrow tries setting things up once again, but this time it's a Legion Commander. Follow up with a telekinesis for a long duration. Undying stays in front. Dubu trying so hard to buy some time for the Raven to shoot on the throne. Raven flying back just a little bit. This Black Hawk is so strong. Ganesi, go on him. Burrow strike on him. And now look at the multi-shot from long range. No way, and his GG has been called. That sound though.
That is appropriate, right? You've got the Sandstorm, you've got the machine
no
gun,
way,
the gyro,
yeah.
you've got the multi-shot. It's all from Geek Fam as they close out game 2.